feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges? What if they're not holding you back, but lifting you up? Welcome to Blessed Beyond Hirsutism, hosted by Karen Alexandra. This podcast is for women with excess facial or body hair, and anyone facing obstacles, ready to uncover their true strength and beauty. Join us for encouraging stories of healing, growth, and empowerment, all sprinkled with a little faith. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you tune in. Subscribe now and start your journey to being fearless, free, and forever loved.
Welcome to Blessed Beyond Hirsutism, the podcast where we uncover the truth about who we are, fearless, free, and loved. I'm your host, Karen Alexandra, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. Before we begin, please subscribe and leave a rating. Subscribe so you won't miss any encouragement, and leave a rating. It helps more beautiful people like you discover the show faster. Now, let's begin. Have you ever found yourself feeling threatened by the success of others? Maybe it's in a new job, a team project, or just life in general. There are always moments where we might feel overshadowed or even inadequate when others around us are being recognized and praised. It's tough. And when we're already dealing with challenges, whether it's hirsutism or other struggles, these feelings can make us question our worth and whether we even belong in the room. I've been there. In fact, I think many of us have. We might see our coworkers or peers getting accolades, promotions, or recognition that we feel we deserve. And all of a sudden, we're left questioning ourselves. Should I even be here? Am I enough? And maybe even the most painful thought, am I invisible? But here's something I want you to hear loud and clear today. Just because someone else is getting accolades does not take away from your worth. It does not mean that you aren't worthy of success, recognition, or love. And it does not mean that your contribution does not matter. I'll repeat that again. And it does not mean that your contribution does not matter. If anything, these moments can serve as a reminder to tune into what makes us unique and to trust in our own journey. When we feel threatened by others' success, it's often a sign that we are measuring ourselves against someone else's path rather than embracing our own. Let me share a scripture with you that has helped me when I feel like this. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. God has a plan for you, a plan that is uniquely yours, and it doesn't depend on competing with anyone else. Your story, your path, and your timing are all part of a much bigger picture that you may not fully see right now. Just because someone else is getting recognition today doesn't mean your day won't come. It just might not be today, and that's okay. So what do we do when we feel threatened or like we're fading into the background? How do we handle those feelings without letting them define us? Here are 3 things I want to encourage you to do when you feel overshadowed. Number 1, acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them define you. It's natural to feel threatened or even jealous when others seem to be excelling. But remember, it's okay to acknowledge those feelings without allowing them to control your perspective. And when it comes to feeling jealous, you can always pray and ask God to take that away from you. Feeling small doesn't mean you are small. Recognize the emotion, but don't let it become your truth. You are not defined by comparison. Number 2, celebrate others without diminishing yourself. One of the hardest things to do when we feel threatened is to genuinely celebrate others. But when you can cheer for the success of others, you open yourself up to more joy, more gratitude, and more opportunities for your own success. It's important to remember that someone else's win doesn't take away from your potential. There is enough room in this world for everyone to thrive. Number 3, focus on your own unique strengths and growth. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on what makes you you. What strengths do you bring to the table? What unique qualities do you offer that no one else can? You have a set of gifts, experience, and talents that no one else possesses, and that's something to be proud of. Embrace your path of growth, knowing that your story is unfolding in its own beautiful time. I know it's hard. It's so easy to get caught up in the competition and feel like you're falling behind. But I want you to hear this loud and clear. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, and your time will come. Keep pushing forward. Your worth is not determined by what others think of you, by how many accolades you get, or by how quickly your success appears. There's another verse I've clung to in moments of self doubt. Psalm 139:14 says, I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. That means every part of you, the way you look, the way you think, the way you love. Everything about you is wonderfully designed, and no one else can take that away. You are never alone in your struggles. You are part of a much bigger story, and there is strength in your story even when it feels small. The world may tell you to compete, to compare, to keep up, but the truth is, there is no one like you, and that's something to celebrate. Thanks for joining me today. Remember to subscribe, rate, and share. Subscribe so you won't miss any encouragement. Please leave a rating. It helps more beautiful people like you discover the show faster. And if someone came to mind while listening, please share this with them. Until next time, be fearless, be free, and always remember you are forever loved.
I'm loving the day, loving the way I look in the mirror. I got no fear, I'm feeling myself. Ring all the bells, I'm coming hot, not gonna stop. I'm liking my shoes, liking my shirt. I like how I move, skipping the dirt. I'm on top of the world, it feels so good.